presentations suck. They never work. There was a research done by Microsoft that every meeting starts with wasting 10 minutes of setting up the presentation. So if you could solve this, you can change the economy. Anyway, let me tell my own story, because basically this is the only thing I can tell you, my stories. When I was 24, a couple of years ago, almost, I was a really, really talented guy. I was really a talented guy. I was just good. I felt I was so good. Everything worked well. I was a natural leader. I was born to be a leader. I always organized school camps. I was the leader of the student committee. I was sharp. I was smart. Have you ever felt like this? It's really no. I had good grades at university without any big effort. I never did anything really uncomfortable in my life. I never made a big decision. I always had one direction, going ahead, just go ahead, because everything just worked. I married at 24. I was the hip, the young, the cool guy with a cool job. Here's the problem. I call this the tragedy of the talented people. At 25, one of my mentors asked this question, what are you really good at it, really? And I couldn't answer. I didn't know. I didn't know what I really wanted because I never made any decision. And here is the strategy of the talented people. If you are talented, everything works really well. It's easy. Your performance is going up. You start new things. It's just good. But at a point, at the tipping point, you experience struggles, failures, mistakes, when you don't know how to do things, and your performance is just going down, going down, going down, because you never learned how to behave when things doesn't go well. At this very moment, you have two options. Either accept this, or stretch, step out of your comfort zone and say, here I am, I'm vulnerable. I just don't know what is the next. So, I divorced at 25. That was my first slightly crazy, real and hard decision. I'm not saying that to be successful you have to divorce. At the conference somebody took this message. This is not my message. My message is, I was lost. That's my only message. I was really lost at 25 because at the first struggle I didn't know what to do. I left the cool job and I was thinking really hard. And here is one of the crazy ideas we had. 2008, in the middle of the financial crisis, a guy, I am, an assistant university professor, a low-rank researcher, having this very well-designed web page, this is my publication list, met a designer, an architect, who never built anything useful, a designer, had things like this project. And we met Peter Arvai, the third co-founder, and we had an idea in 2008, from Hungary, with this accent, from Budapest, without a startup scene, without startup conferences and incubators. We said, we are going after Google, Keynote, and Microsoft, and we change how people share ideas. Do you know what my mom said? It won't work. She said, it's a crazy idea. I was afraid. I was afraid of resigning from my real job. I was a university assistant something. So this is like, in 2009, Prezi people organized this skydiving. When you are on the plane, they open the door, and you look. Your first reaction is, no fucking way. This is insane. And then you think, others did the same. How honest I am? No. So sometimes you have to just jump. This is out of your comfort zone. You don't know what's going to happen. I never did that before. If you survive, it's okay. So here is the science behind it. Stanford University professor Carol Dweck wrote a book, so it must be true, about growth mindset and fixed mindset. This is a science. Now I'm talking about science. Science for startup people is easy. It's A/B testing with real people. So the A/B test went like this. There are group A and group B kids, and they have to solve a puzzle. And when they solved the puzzle, we told them that, great, the American great. And from group A, we said, you must be smart at this. Here we said, oh, you have tried really hard. Does it make, can you hear the difference? Here, it's your personality. This is how you were born. You are talented. Here, what you have done, your effort. We praise for the effort. We praise for the trait. And here are the differences. We developed the fixed mindset with this group, and we developed the so-called growth mindset. And when we do the next exercise, we can see the differences, the willingness to take on challenges, easy on hard. We ask them, do you want the next to be an easy or a hard challenge? Fixed mindset people say it's easy. Growth mindset people say hard. Because they don't want to fail. If they fail, then their personality fails. Confronting difficulties. Do you want a harder challenge, or when you get the harder challenge? Poor performance, as in my life. Do you remember? And high performance. When we go back to the original problem, you have to solve it second time, third time. Lower performance, because they don't learn. Sorry to be the fixed mindset group. They learn how to learn. And this is my favorite one, accepting the situation. See, we ask these people, what was your performance? Do you know what happens? They lie. They don't want to accept the reality. Because if you tell that I had a poor performance, it means I'm a bad person. If you say I had a poor performance, yeah, it's learning, stretching out of comfort zone. This is what I'm doing. Yeah, I had a poor performance in the past, but who cares about your past? We care about what you are doing tomorrow, right? So fixed mindset and growth mindset. And here is my point. The only thing you really need in a country like this or a city like this is growth mindset, accepting the situation that you don't have a clue about how to do this, starting a business. So, the Prezi story. As I said, we started around 2008, 2009. Adam already used this idea in 2001. And since then, we raised some money. I think the most in Eastern Europe. Since then, we have some users. We started with 100,000 users in the first year, and then we had 200,000, and 400,000, and 80 million, and 40 million, and 60 million. Now we have more than 65 million users, and I'm not here to, bragging. I'm just saying that you can do this. We did. Without any special idea or something like that. We have the largest database on the Earth, on the globe, or maybe in the universe. We don't know. And more than 1 billion people view them. We have a team in Budapest, 170 people, and I don't even know how many, 60 in San Francisco. And it's the standard setup. Budapest, San Francisco, development design in Eastern Europe or Central Europe, name it, marketing sales in San Francisco. And I always ask this question, why? Why do we have these two offices? Why didn't we move to the US? Or why did we go there at all? And here is my answer. Why you go to the US is easy. It's a soft power. A huge market, a homogeneous market. They speak almost the same language, 300 million people. Especially with the presentation, they care about the presentation. And here is a story. When we started, we were the proud European from Budapest, recently joined to the European Union, and we tried to charge people in euro. We had a nice euro sign on our webpage. Do you know what happened? Americans never bought it. What? In euro? A software? I never seen like that. Anything like that. So we changed to dollar, and what happens? Europeans said, oh, it must be an American software. I buy it. And I understand that this is edgy, but there are something which is called reality. So you have to accept reality. And the other thing is about San Francisco or Silicon Valley. It's like a school. You go there, especially in 2008, and you learn how to build a scaling organization. Everything is about scaling there. If you don't have 1 million users or recently 5 million users, people don't talk to you, right? It's about scaling, think big, change the world. You can learn that mindset. Now, these conferences, this event, are bringing this mindset in. You don't have to travel there. Your economic footprint is better, right? But it's a really, really important school, that mindset. Okay, and why are we in Budapest at all? Why didn't we all move? And here's the thing. Budapest is my hometown. I care about Budapest. I care about that country. You care about this city. You care about your country, and it's right. We are the people who should care about our local environment. Nobody else will. So here are some projects I'm really proud of. Prezi was the first company who joined Budapest Pride. You know what is Budapest Pride? I guess you have that here as well. And you know that in Eastern Europe, the Pride is not the festival like in San Francisco. It's more like a human activist movement when we fight and demonstrate for the social equality. So a couple of years ago, Prezi was the first business in Budapest who joined, and we said, we are proud of being here, and we are proud of being in this community. And last year, we had more than 900 for-profit organizations joining We Are Open initiative started by Prezi. You can have a big impact as a business on a country or on a city. You can change the conversation. Or here's my other favorite one. This is a project we have been doing for 7 years. We go to local or close to Budapest Roma ghettos, and 170 people, 200, all of Brazilians come there, and we work together with the community for 2 days to upgrade their life. Can you imagine the impact when all these successful startup entrepreneurs go to a settlement and they work together? And it's every year, so you can really have a big impact. This is the be successful globally and act locally. I think this is really important. And why? I believe it's easier to hire, easier to build an organization, a team in Eastern Europe because people care more. Because you can have this extra sense of purpose. People not just join for product or being startup or reach, but because you, or at least, I don't know if you want to do this, this is what we are doing, because we want to have an impact on a country, on the region. And people love that purpose. I love that purpose. And of course, building an international team in the European Union is just easier. There are not such big visa problems. You can trick the system here easier. Okay. And Budapest is cool. I always show this. This is the famous bar of San Francisco, the open air bar, Zeitgeist. They are so proud. I used to live there. I love this bar. This is a bar from Budapest. This is the According to some travel books, this is the best bar in in Europe. And this is a bar from Budapest. 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 I find it's just cool to live here. To live in this city, to live in Budapest. For a young startup entrepreneur, it's just good. So here is my message. With this whole growth mindset and my story, I was a couple of days ago in Sofia. This is their motivation, to be Silicon Valley of Eastern Europe. Here is your motivation, to be the Silicon Valley of Eastern Europe. Here is my message. Don't be the Silicon Valley of anything. Don't copy Silicon Valley. That doesn't make any sense. If you really have the growth mindset, you care about one thing, and this is one thing. Be better, never the best. I love when we are the leading conference of Eastern Europe. Who cares? The only thing I care, is this community better than a year ago? Is this going better a year from now? Once I was told that you should not care about what you are good at it. Remember the question from my age 25? You should care about one thing, what you are ambitious about. Because if you are ambitious and you have a vision, maybe with struggle, maybe with practice, maybe you are out of your comfort zone for 5 years, for 10 years, but you can do that. If you really care about where you are going and you accept that you don't know how to go, if you have the growth mindset, you can do it. Don't really care about what others are doing. I mean, care about that. You can learn from that. But nothing else. So people are asking how we did Prezi. We accepted that we don't know. For example, here is a thing what made me really, really angry at the beginning. 2008, financial crisis. And we made money. 2009, we launched a product, and we were cash flow positive. And there was this Twitter, never did money, or I don't know, they never made money in the first 10 years. But we felt that we must make money because when we go to Silicon Valley and we pitch our ideas, we must be better. Because we don't have the track record, we have the accent. And we must be better. And it was annoying. Why? They are just running these fancy offices and they're running building their product and they don't make money. We had to make money. Suck it up. And I'm not saying that you have to make money. What I'm saying, you must accept where you are, even if it's uncomfortable. And don't follow the same path as others. Does it make sense? It's easy. Always better, never the best. If you believe that you can change, you must believe that they can change. You must believe that this city can change. You must believe that the whole country can change and everything can change. Nobody really wants the change. Oh, everybody wants the change. Nobody wants to be changed. Nobody wants really to lead the change. But we must. This is our job. This is our city. This is our country. Nobody else will. Better, never the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was an amazing inspiration for our local ecosystem here. So,
thank you.
Thank you for coming here to Cluj.